midnight in Denmark, and the guards at Elsinore Castle, Bernardo and Francisco, are on watch. They are on edge and become frightened when Marcellus and Horatio appear.
Stand ho, who is there?
The guards then reveal that they have been visited by a ghost and fear that it will visit again. A disbelieving Horatio agrees to stay and look out for the ghost, and is proven wrong when it appears. The ghost resembles the dead King Hamlet.
Look, here it comes! In the same figure like the king that's dead.
The four men agree that they should tell young Hamlet.
In the Danish court, King Claudius talks about his recent marriage to the late king's wife, Gertrude. Laertes announces that he would like to return to France for school.
I would like to return to France.
But Hamlet is told to stay.
I pray thee stay with us, go not to Wittenberg.
Hamlet is obviously against the marriage. Horatio and the guards tell Hamlet about the ghost, who wore the king's armor. They decide to watch for the ghost that night, and Hamlet is very suspicious of why it is there.
My father's spirit here, all is not well. I suspect some foul play.
Laertes is saying goodbye to Sister Ophelia. Their father, Polonius, appears, and the two men warn Ophelia to stay away from Hamlet.
I don't want you to waste your time talking to Lord Hamlet.
I shall obey.
Horatio and Marcellus are on the midnight watch when the ghost appears. It motions for Hamlet to follow it, but Marcellus and Horatio tell him not to go. Hamlet doesn't see why he should listen to them, because he is depressed and doesn't think his life is worth anything.
Why should I be afraid? My life isn't worth a pin.
What if it tempt you toward the flood, my lord, or to the dreadful summit of this cliff?
Though the others are worried that Hamlet's life is in danger, Hamlet refuses to listen. He follows the ghost. Hamlet and the ghost are alone, discussing why the ghost has appeared.
The serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
My uncle.
While I was sleeping in the orchard, your uncle took advantage of my helpless state. He poured poison in my ear while I was unsuspecting and murdered me. He took my life, my crown, and my queen.
And Marcellus and Horatio appear. They ask Hamlet what the ghost said to him, but Hamlet won't tell. Instead, he makes them swear they won't tell anyone what they saw that night. Hamlet plans to act crazy so that he can get revenge on Claudius. Ophelia comes to Polonius and is scared because Hamlet has been acting so crazy lately. They decide to go tell the king. They think it is because he is mad in love. Claudius greets Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, friends of Hamlet. He wants them to spy on Hamlet because of his crazy actions. They leave and Polonius enters. He tells the king and queen that he knows why Hamlet is mad. Love. He reads a letter from Hamlet to Ophelia.
Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love.
They plan to spy on Hamlet as he talks to Ophelia. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern then enter, and the arrival of the players is announced. Hamlet offers them a place to stay and asks them to perform the murder of Gonzago, which he will add new lines to. His plan to explode Claudius is then revealed. He will have the players act out King Hamlet's death and watch for Claudius's reaction.
The play is the thing wherein they'll catch the conscience of the king.
King Claudius and Polonius are spying on Hamlet and Ophelia to try and discover the reason behind Hamlet's behavior. They're planning on using Ophelia to figure out why Hamlet is acting crazy. Hamlet contemplates suicide.
To be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer.
Hamlet continues to act crazy with Ophelia.
Get thee to a nunnery.
The players act out the murder of the king, and Claudius's conscience is revealed. Hamlet realizes the ghost was telling the truth about his father's murder. Hamlet catches Claudius praying and is going to murder him, but decides not to because he doesn't want him going to heaven. We learn that Claudius isn't actually asking for forgiveness.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
Hamlet verbally attacks his mom and accuses her of knowing what Claudius did to his father. During this conversation, Polonius is hiding behind the curtains. Hamlet kills Polonius thinking it's Claudius. The ghost enters, and Gertrude doesn't see him. He reminds Hamlet that he is to leave Gertrude alone, because she doesn't know what happened.
But look, amazement on thy mother sits.
The queen tells Claudius that Hamlet has killed Polonius and hid the body. The king discovers where Hamlet put the body, then in an aside says he will send Hamlet to England where he will be killed. Ophelia has gone crazy after the death of her father. Laertes storms the castle, blaming Claudius for his death. Claudius says he did not kill him, Hamlet did. Upon hearing about Hamlet's arrival home, Laertes and Claudius make a plan to kill Hamlet. Laertes says he will unbait his sword and put poison on it. Claudius says he will put poison in a cup. After they make their plans, Gertrude enters and tells them that Ophelia has drowned.
Horatio receives a letter from Hamlet saying he was captured by pirates and is on his way back to Denmark. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are still on their way to England with a letter Hamlet has written saying that they should be killed upon arrival. In the end, Laertes and Hamlet fight. Both are pricked by the poisoned sword, and Queen Gertrude drinks from the poisoned cup. Hamlet stabs Claudius as well, and a messenger informs him that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern have been killed in England. In the end, they all die. Before his death, Hamlet instructs Horatio that Fortinbras is to be the new king.